Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First carry now for Alexander Madison, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league. And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Second down at 4. Back to throw. Reyes. And his throw is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. On the handoff, it's Madison. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low. Almost get.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Stephon Tuitt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Going up top. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Racey McMath there to make the grab. And the Titans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Titans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Two are going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Tua. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. Archer. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Play action, now it's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. A gain of 6 there on first. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4. Now a give to Madison. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Alexander Madison, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw on 2nd down. Reyes looking downfield for Kelsey. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
A first down carry for Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. On 3rd down, Reyes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Monty Rice. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Looking to throw. Reyes. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot...
He's got a man complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reyes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Looking to throw on second down. Reyes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he gave a defender the runaround there on his way to a gain of about 8. Really nicely done. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down, it's Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Austin Eckler taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there for the Dolphins.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass.
And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Dolphins 7. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now... And now here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Reyes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. Back to throw. Reyes. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
At 1st down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Big hold of the 30. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
56.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's going to float this one deep right side. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Deron Payne coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua now on first down. Going deep here for Parker. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there for the Dolphins. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
That's caught by McMath.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they take a knee. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.